Historic ceasefire and hostage swap mark turning point. On October 13, 2025, Hamas released the last of the 20 surviving Israeli hostages held in Gaza, completing their captivity of over 2 years. In exchange, Israel began releasing nearly 2,000 Palestinian prisoners, fulfilling a key provision of the US-brokered ceasefire agreement. The exchanges and the ceasefire have been hailed by many as a moment of dramatic, if fragile, progress toward reducing regional tensions and alleviating humanitarian suffering. Background and terms of the deal. The conflict erupted in October 2023 when Hamas launched a large-scale attack on Israel, resulting in hundreds of deaths and the abduction of many Israeli civilians and soldiers. Israel responded with a major offensive in Gaza. Over the course of the conflict, the Gaza Strip suffered severe devastation, widespread displacement, and humanitarian collapse. Under the ceasefire framework, Israel committed to releasing more than 1,900 Palestinian prisoners, including many arrested during the war and some serving long sentences. Hamas agreed to hand over 20 live hostages and the remains of 28 others. Israel also agreed to withdraw its forces from parts of Gaza and allow humanitarian aid to re-enter the territory. A multinational monitoring force is expected to help oversee the implementation of the ceasefire. Israel's Security Cabinet formally approved the plan in early October. Dramatic scenes and symbolic displays as hostages returned, emotional reunions unfolded. In Israel, crowds gathered to welcome them home, tears, hugs, and songs of relief marked the moment. In Gaza and the West Bank, the released Palestinian prisoners were greeted by jubilant supporters. Meanwhile, Hamas made a show of force. Dozens of its fighters, including members of its shadow unit, which guards hostages, assembled publicly at a Gaza hospital. The deployment is widely interpreted as a signal that, even under the agreement, Hamas seeks to maintain political and military leverage. Challenges ahead and uncertainties. While the first phase of the agreement has delivered dramatic results, serious challenges remain: Gaza governance and security, with the infrastructure in ruin and multiple armed factions active. Restoring law and order will be difficult. Hamas's reassertion of control raises concerns about how the next stages will proceed. Disarmament. One of Israel's demands is that Hamas relinquish control over weapons. How and whether that can be enforced is uncertain. Humanitarian relief. The Gaza population urgently needs food, water, medical care, shelter, and reconstruction support. The ceasefire is a critical opportunity to expand humanitarian access. Trust and compliance. History of prior ceasefires suggests that both sides may test or violate the deal. Ensuring compliance, mediating disputes, and maintaining peace will require sustained diplomatic engagement and oversight. Significance and global reaction. Many see this exchange and ceasefire as a watershed moment. For Israelis, the return of the last living hostages is profound and emotionally charged. For Palestinians, the release of prisoners and the pause in fighting offer hope of relief after years of siege and conflict. International leaders and organizations welcome